So as soon as I picked up this deck, I felt lighter. I felt like a relief or a release. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. So that could be significant. I'm going to do a love reading. What do the viewers need to know for their highest and greatest good? Oh my gosh, the light shut off. Okay, I'm going to leave it off and see if you could still see the cards. No, you can't. Confusion. So the light shut off and confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure. So I feel like as someone is confused about something, viewer, you're getting clear on something. Okay? Trust your intuition underneath the deck. And then we have divine masculine peeking out. Give me a second. Okay, so then when I turned the light on, it was so bright. Okay, so it's like the light was off. So that could be significant. Someone's coming to terms with something where they didn't see it before, where maybe they were uncertain or unclear, 111 on the clock, where they were uncertain or unclear, that now they're beginning to trust their intuition. And then underneath the deck, we saw that divine masculine card. Okay. And look, finality. So something's coming to an end. They're beginning to see things clearly, chills and confirmation. Pride came out in the reverse, okay? And it says arrogance, ego, stubbornness. So someone's coming out of the dark. They're coming out of their ego, their shadow self. Ah, I got it. So they're coming out of their shadow self, chills and confirmation. And you see how this person's just sitting there contemplating. Okay, so someone could have a cottage, or someone could be, I don't know, going to a cottage or going like just on a mini vacation, because they're realizing that this connection is a past life connection, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. So they're beginning to see the chills and confirmation, the repeated lessons. They're beginning to see the patterns in their own life, and they were left in the dark about something. Okay. Sorrow, loss, grief, depression, or maybe, yeah, they're going through a dark night of the soul. Yeah, they're awakening to their own individuality. They're awakening to their truth. Ravens could be significant. 2, 4, 6, the number 6. So something's coming into balance here. Hoping and wishing, right? Maybe it wasn't the right time, but they're gaining some sort of clarity underneath the deck here. What else do we have for my viewers? Running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. So they felt unseen, or you felt unseen in this connection. And with twin flame connections, there's always a runner and a chaser, right? And now you've released that game. Look, curse, intuition. Like you feel like your intuition is a curse, or someone was trying to curse your intuition, which is your sacral chakra. Okay. And you're letting go. This is being released. So either someone was trying to curse your sacral chakra, 333 on the clock, but you're a master. You're protected by ascended masters. And this person, FAFO. Okay. So you're letting go. You're moving on. You're walking away. Like you're running away from a situation because you've realized the karmic lessons. You've realized the repeated patterns in your life where this person going through this. That's why the light shut off like that. Distracted, sidetrack, change, delays. So I feel like there's a reroute, a detour, but someone's trying to distract you from being able to acknowledge this detour that's coming in for you. Or people are running away from change. People get scared of change. People don't like change, right? They like comfort zones. And then foundation, establish family security. So maybe some sort of family was trying to distract them from their foundation because they were trying to build. Yeah, conflicted. They were leaving them in a conflicted state. Decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. right? Maybe they were like, their family was like, oh, but maybe you could do better, or you could do this, or you have so many other options. It's because they know that you were the best option, viewer, or vice versa. If you're the one watching this, going through this, you know that this individual that you're dealing with is a past life connection there. And people were trying to distract you because they were the best option or are the best option for you. And you were running away from yourself. You were running away, chosen confirmation, from your own truth. Look, so trapped, lusting, boundaries. So people were trying to keep you trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. A spider could be significant. Okay, you could have just bought one of those, you know, the gear with spider on it. There's a web. I don't know what kind of brand that is, but I see all the cool kids wear it. I work at a high school, right? So 555. So there's a change. Lusting, forbidden, non-committed sexual energy. So someone was trying to keep you, you're running away, or this person, okay, that was in the dark because they were in this lustful energy, and they're running away from that because the pride came out in the reverse. Now they're waking up and they're setting boundaries. No, drawing the line. Enough is enough. They're setting boundaries with anybody that's trying to sidetrack them, delay them, trying to keep them like, yeah, they're trying to, and then we have blockage, peeking out, okay? And then craving, aching, wanting. They're longing for something different. You see how this person's in the dark, but they're reaching to change that light bulb, okay? So they're coming out of a dark night of the soul. Confessions, yeah, intimacy, and then clarity, truth, intentions, honesty, intimacy, bonding, sensual, confining. So they're coming out of lusting into intimacy. Okay, they're finding their flame, they're finding their spark. They were in the dark, or you're in the dark right now. Viewers, take the rules, okay, because it's a general reading, how they apply to you. But when you're in the dark and you're in the dark night of the soul, it's because you're meant to find that spark of light that is within you, to find that inner frequency of home, of knowing. And this person is longing to make a confession of how they feel about you. They want to come in and bond through intimacy, okay? Very sensual energy, and they've come to this realization. We start with confusion and then we end with clarity. So they're coming in with clarity. There's no more escaping this silence between you two, okay? Because now they're ready for a commitment and they want to be loyal to you. Chills and confirmation, oof, okay? Because they're done chasing the cheap thrills. They are exhausted. That is the resistance all this time, and they're coming into the importance and the value of this connection. And they want to come in and apologize for being elusive and for calling you on your bluff. And they want to build a family with you. Okay. And that's the final say. Much love, viewer.